Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And as I start my 7th year, I can't believe it, bringing you crypto content, this video is one of the more rewarding ones. First, two of my favorite digital assets are working together with a company who's moving to Dubai to set up an office next to Ripple. It's going to be one of my amazing clips. And then we have Ripple's valuation. It's gone down and they are buying back shares. I want to take a look at the potential positives and the potential negatives of that decision. The household name, at least in the United States, is Vanguard. They're second only to BlackRock, and they don't want anything to do with Bitcoin. I think that move is going to be a fatal error. Okay, let's get to that clip. And I want you to listen carefully because there's a lot of alpha. This took place on the 9th, just a couple of days ago, in an anniversary call that was a live space on X. Have a listen.
First off, I'm happy to announce that we have received a developers grant from Flare, which really allows us to fine-tune and enhance our app. As we speak, we have a security audit ongoing for our staking module. There are preparations being made for the F-asset system with integration of additional blockchains. And apart from that, version 3 will also include the automated market maker for the XRP ledger, of course, depending on the vote that is currently ongoing. Now, besides this, Solidifi is also expanding massively behind the scenes. And I think Solidifi is really a space to watch in 2024. I think the things that we're building on is, I think the community will really, really love it. And as Flare grows, Solidifi will also grow along with it. Solidifi is also setting up multiple companies in various jurisdictions. And when I say companies, I'm talking about compliance first, highly capable fintech startups that all revolve around the Solidifi brand and the blockchain technology. And the XRP ledger and the Flare network will be central to these companies. Now, I cannot give too many details on this yet, but this is, of course, very exciting. One thing that I can already say is that we're looking at bringing big utility to the XRP ledger for business solutions. We're currently in talks with the DIFC in Dubai and are talking with the regulators there and actually planning to set up an office right next to Ripple. And bringing business to the XRP ledger. Dubai is, of course, a phenomenal place with regulations already in place for the crypto industry. So we aim to do a lot there. And we'll be linking all the companies that we're building, back to Flare and the XRP ledger and offer the community, which includes all communities that come to the Flare network, a full financial ecosystem. And the Solidifi team is ready for the coming time. We're closely watching the development and expansion of the Flare network and bring the best possible user experience to the entire community.
The co-founder of Solidifi, Ferdy, he just put out a post and said that he's going to reveal more info for the first time during his chat with me in February. I can't wait. So last year at this time, Ripple's valuation was at $15 billion. Today it's valued at $11.3 billion. And their announcement to buy back shares and delay their IPO, well, what's happening here? First, I want to take a look. Are buybacks good or bad? The potential positives, you're going to be able to increase the earnings per share, and that's done by reducing the number of outstanding shares. So buybacks can increase the remaining shares' relative value, boosting the EPS, and potentially, that's the earnings per share, and potentially making the company more attractive to investors. So this could possibly, I think, was one of the most important driving reasons for this buyback. It also can, at times, create investor confidence, and it also is rewarding shareholders. Now, this is the second reason why I think it really was the reason for the buyback, and because they have a lot of employees that have been waiting, and a lot of investors who have been waiting for a liquidity event like an IPO. So it is a step in trying to take care of your original investors and employees who are hanging on to the stock. And private equity is very much illiquid. So I think that they are doing their investors and their employees a favor by creating this liquidity event. And I don't doubt there'll be one more before they IPO. And then in addition to what I just mentioned in terms of positives, there's the management flexibility. This is a reduced share count can give management more leeway for future actions like dividends or mergers. Now, this is interesting, right? So if they have more stock to play with, they can make bigger and more interesting acquisitions or mergers. Now, the potential negatives, it can deplete the cash reserves, but everybody knows Ripple has been in a strong cash position, and they have the escrow. So I don't think that I don't think this works to align with a negative in the case of the company Ripple. And then you have the short-term manipulation. I don't think so. It says that the buybacks can artificially inflate the stock price in a short term. But, they've been pretty transparent, and this has been just an ongoing delay due to the SEC's lack of being a good actor and being fair to the company. So the regulations just aren't favorable right now, and I don't think this has anything to do with manipulation at all. Some think that it's a negative signaling. I don't think so. Well, I listened to Jungle Inc.'s video, and he said also that it could be taken as a sign of lack of growth options. Well, it could be that they want to wait a little bit more for ODL to build out further, and for maybe another acquisition or two to build up their valuation, because the company is still young, relatively speaking, and where they want to be is the Amazon of the fintech financial services world. They still have a lot of building to do. So I don't take it as a negative signaling, say, well, they haven't gotten as far as they wanted to. I think David was quoted as saying they've come only halfway to their 10-year plan. But, they had the lawsuit, and this space, as fast as it does move, it's still, they are in the slowest sector, which is legacy banking. And so that particular vertical doesn't move very fast. And it doesn't surprise me that it's lagged behind just because of the sector. And also Congress hasn't been very helpful, and Jay Clayton and Yellen and Biden and Gensler. I mean, there's been a lot of headwinds for sure. So yeah. Anyway, what's the next one? The next one is increased debt. No, I don't think that's going to be something that will chalk up as a potential negative. So anyway, that's what I think about the buybacks. If I were to give it an overall feel, do the positives outweigh the negatives, or negatives outweigh positives? I think in this case that the positives are weighing in because of the reduced circulating supply. It gives them more flexibility to use that with some potential mergers or acquisitions. And also the employees and the original investors that have been hanging in there for years, I think were able to be rewarded. And so those are my thoughts on the Ripple share buyback. Moving right along, I have a very good friend who lives on the West Coast, and I'm trying to talk her into coming to Australia when I go to the Wave of Innovation on the Gold Coast in March. So I was kind of breaking down some cost and giving her a heads up as to if she did want to join me, how much a round trip flight would be out of LA. There's a shuttle bus that needs to be taken to the resort, and the cost of a 2-night golden ticket, which includes the room. There are more than 25 speakers at this event. It also has breakfast, lunch, and it has actually a morning tea and an afternoon tea. Yeah, poolside party, cocktail party, after party. It's got a lot. And the golden ticket, which is the top VIP ticket, it runs about $1,100. So, and that's with your room. So it's very good value. And I hope that she comes along with me. But also someone who will be there and who is a sponsor is xSPECTAR. And I did a special clipped video for him. He gave me a tour of his Metaverse. Very nice. Really great start. What a beautiful foundation that he has created with his team. I want you to take a look. All right, everybody, until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye. Some of you may remember the clicks versus bricks war. Occurred back in 1997, 98, 99. This is when the brick and mortar businesses feared losing part of their market share due to the growth of the internet. Well, stores that brought their products online grew that market share, especially those who were early adopters to this hybrid approach. Well, here we are again, this time with the Metaverse. And it's creating a whole new hybrid haven where the physical and the digital tango in glorious technicolor exists. I had the pleasure to connect with the founder of xSPECTAR, Dirk Scheppens. He and his team are building a true community-based metaverse. It's going to evolve with the direct feedback from users, allowing it to take shape in a way people want. Those with a little bit of technical skill will be invited to build their own unique vision, creating experiences that no doubt will be beyond our imagination. The team has had their heads down, building, and a beautiful foundation has emerged. As to be expected, it's a work in progress, and it enjoys a constant progressive state, with new features being constantly added. One cool feature today is the doors actually function as hyperlinks, where you go from one server to another, and everyone is connected by the town square. Bob Way, a former Ripple employee who is helping develop this project, says that it's really the 3D internet. According to Dirk, 600 million people are in the metaverse today, and 52% of them are under the age of 13. As I was shown around, I could see how this beautiful outdoor space with an amphitheater will be utilized for any type of stage performance. Even details to the way the sound travels was addressed. So the farther you move away from another person, the more distant the voice becomes. Customized avatars will be a part of this metaverse, and if you're up for a little fun, I was shown where you can throw Frisbee. The Frisbee is an NFT, and one of the features is you can take it with you from server to server. Other games are planned, and basketball was one that was mentioned. And should you have the urge to be a graffiti artist, there will be spray cans available where you can tag buildings. The tags will disappear after some time. Dirk explained he was looking forward to also integrating with the brand new Zahao network because with hooks, you have even more possibilities with smart contracts, like to rent out your land, for example. Here you see a nighttime view, and if you look carefully, you can see the leaves on the tree moving slightly. Products can be purchased, traded, and sold as an NFT, or real-world assets can be shipped from these unique environments, powered, of course, with e-commerce payments. By the end of this month, xSPECTAR hopes to have the feature ready to choose your land, which everyone is looking forward to. So many things to do, including the arcade, which is going to be a hub for both developers and gamers. The sky is the limit. Imagine loyalty programs powered by Metaverse adventures, exclusive product launches hosted in digital galaxies, or gamified shopping sprees where every purchase unlocks a new perk. For legacy businesses, the Metaverse isn't a threat. It's a bridge, a chance to build bigger, bolder, and brighter than ever before. This playground for reinvention is a chance to rewrite the rules and unleash new ways to experience our world.